In the last lecture, we created our own button component. Let's now use it in the order summary where we have two buttons. First of all, in that component, I'll import my own button from the UI folder, and there from the, not from the backdrop, from the button folder, the button.js file. And now we can simply replace the default button here with my own button. As we set it up to output props children, here, we can simply wrap the text we want to put on the button with our own button element. Now there are two properties we need to define on the button: clicked and button type. So let's quickly do that. Let's start with button type maybe. For cancel, I want to set button type to danger, and make sure to use a capital D because you need to match the name we use here in the button CSS file, danger and success. These are the two values we can use. You can of course change them or add new ones, but these are the ones I supplied you with. So button type danger, and on the second one, button type success, like that. And of course, as I said, there is this clicked property which it also uses, which the button component also uses. So we should also set up clicked. This will be triggered when the button is clicked. And of course here we want to execute some method, which, since we're in the order summary component, we also have to receive here dynamically. Now the order summary component gets used in the burger builder component or container. So therefore, we should pass a property to order summary, or two properties actually. One which will pass a reference in the case that we want to continue with the purchase, a reference to a method which then handles this case, and a reference to a method which handles the case that we don't want to continue. We already got a method for not continuing, the purchase cancel handler. Now I will add a third method, purchase continue handler. I'll also define this with this arrow function syntax, and there for now I will simply throw an alert, you continue, because that is all we can do for now. Now let's pass these two method references to the order summary, and we can choose any property names we want. So I'll add a purchase canceled event here, or property name, where I want to execute the purchase cancel handler. And I'll add the purchase continued property, which holds a reference to the purchase continue handler. Now with that, let's implement these two. Oops, canceled with two L's though. Let's implement these two properties in the order summary. There we have the buttons. If we click the cancel button, then we want to execute props purchase canceled. If we click the continue button, we want to execute props purchase continued was the property which holds the correct method reference then. Let's see if that works. If we save this and we add ingredients and click order now, here are the buttons. If I click cancel, it does the same as clicking the backdrop does. It dismisses the modal. If I click continue, I get the alert which says you continue. Now this is the modal, and this is the burger builder as far as we can build it from a build the burger side. Later in the course, we'll also add functionality to really kind of make the purchase and store that in a database on a real server, where we then probably would process the order if that were a real app. And we'll also add more pages so that the user can also see a page of the orders he placed. And of course, in case you already know Redux, no worries, we'll also overhaul this app with Redux. We're not done yet though. Have a look at our app, what's missing, the toolbar, the side drawer, and the backdrop for the side drawer. Well, at least we got the backdrop, but here we still got some work to do. This is what we'll focus on next.